Hi Pisces, welcome back to the channel and welcome to your September 22 general reading. We're going to do our regular tarot spread with 2 oracle cards, and I might do some clarification with a separate deck. We'll see. We'll just see how it all kind of plays out and what Spirit wants to do. So, before we get started, I'm going to be using the singing bowl to clear any energy that does not belong here, does not belong to us, to connect to you all as a collective, and then as a collective to Spirit, so we can get the most accurate and relevant reading for you guys today. If there are any specific guides, archangels, deities that you would like to call on to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. So let's get into it. Lovely, lovely. All right, let's see. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Pisces collective regarding their life during the month of September 2022. What energies are going to be around them, coming towards them, any challenges that they need help with, guidance on, most accurate and relevant messages, please, Spirit, most accurate and relevant messages. Let's see what we've got here so far. Okay. 4 of Swords showing up as your current energy. 5 of Cups as your challenge. We have the King of Wands in the recent past. The salamanders here are definitely catching my eye, which they don't typically. That is a symbol of protection against fire. Yeah, it might be significant for you. You can look up the meaning of, or the correlation significance of salamanders and fire elements. Yeah. Let's see, what else is here for Pisces, please? For September, Pisces, the month of September. Okay. Oofda. Okay. I like it. Picasso. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, that's a lot of wands. Okay, lots of fire energy. Not surprising. Coming out of Leo season, beginning of this month, moving into, last month. Lots of Leo energy. Lots of fire here significantly. All right, let's get into it. 4 of Swords showing up as your current energy. Very contemplative, very inward energy, putting more focus on your mental fortitude, practicing stillness, mindfulness, all of these things that we do, meditation. You could be deepening or strengthening your meditation practice, journaling even, conscious streaming, all of these things that we do to kind of stay connected to Source and stay grounded and stay centered, connected is the energy that I'm getting. I feel like you are really, really diving deep into this self-discovery, tapping into parts of yourself maybe that are new to you, or maybe revisiting old habits, and I don't mean habits as in like bad habits. I mean like meditation, morning rituals, taking certain vitamins again. Maybe you kind of fell off with some of that stuff and you're really getting yourself back to that, getting yourself back to a more mindful, more, I don't want to say slow pace, because it's not necessarily slow, but it's just very intentional, a very intentional life in everything that you do. And that could be because you are struggling with a little bit of regrets. Maybe you feel like something kind of passed you by. Maybe you're kind of looking at your life, seeing where you're at. I've spent X amount of time on this and I'm not necessarily where I want to be. Is it time to let it go? Is it time to cut my losses and move on? Even if it's been 10 years, like that's a lot of loss, right? But at some point you have to be able to recognize that maybe it's not what it should be and it's time to let it go. But the regret, you could be struggling with the loss of that. If you did choose to change careers and it meant leaving a job that you were at for a decade, half your life, whatever it was, and it felt significant because these people that you built relationships with, that you spent the majority of your time with, it feels like a loss, right? Even when we make decisions that are for the best, it's for the betterment of ourselves, it still hurts. We can still grieve it. We can still feel the significance and the loss and the kind of space that it's leaving, right? Take the time to grieve that. Absolutely. It's all part of the process. You can't skip over that part because it will come back up later and it will make sure that you heal from it. It's going to keep showing up and keep showing up, whether it's in new situations with new people. The patterns are repeating themselves. The ending is kind of always the same. You just put different players, put different pieces in, but the ending is kind of always the same, right? Until you heal those parts of yourself that need healing. Your recent past, King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, someone who has a lot of fire, is kind of a loud speaker. They can get a lot of attention without really trying. They're very magnetic, very attractive, masculine energies. This I'm feeling for you is an ex. Maybe you're thinking a lot of a Leo ex. It could be because you just came out of Leo season, like I said. So their birthday could have just happened, so you're thinking about them. Or it's just that you're dreaming about them. Something, I don't know if something is putting them in your mind space. I feel like that kind of goes both ways, though. I feel like you are showing up a lot in their dreams and in their mind. They're spending a lot of time thinking about you as well. I feel like that's a mutual thing. What this person is swoon, essentially, is what I'm saying. They're just a really good smile. I'm seeing the biggest, brightest, most beautiful smile. Honestly, is what I'm seeing. And it's really sweet. I don't know if this is something that maybe you're thinking of rekindling. Maybe they've reached out to you recently, so you're kind of revisiting thoughts of them, and it feels really nice. I will say that. It's good memories, if nothing else. In your near future, I see you sitting down and really figuring out what you want, when you want it, how you want it. Yes, all of those things, really coming up with a plan and putting together a really solid, I'm getting business plan. Maybe you're taking one of the ideas that you've had for a long time and actually putting some structure behind it, some energy, direction. I'm getting a lot of you are wanting to shift more into exploring your own ideas versus supporting other people in theirs and kind of building someone else's dream up with your finesse and expertise and skills and all of these things. I feel like you finally realize that you can do that for yourself and that you want to do that for yourself. I'm getting this day, I got the same energy from Cancer. You could have a lot of Cancer in your chart, but I feel like you guys are kind of on these journeys of, it's time, it's my turn. I've put a lot into other people, a lot of energy into other people and their dreams, and now it's time for me to receive that same support. So come on, guys, let's do it. And I feel like you're coming up with a plan so people can do that, so you can build this dream. You can't do it without a plan. You can't do it without a vision even, right? This is you having that vision and then coming up with the plan and putting the structure behind it to execute it. You're thinking a lot about an ending. I don't know if this is an ending that has already happened or if it's an ending that you know is going to happen or needs to happen. But you're definitely thinking about how something is, there's no way that it can be revived. There's no way that it can move forward. I feel like you know it's very dead. Whether you're still dragging it with you is kind of your decision. If you are, I understand that because I've done the very same. I've probably carried dead relationships, dead situations for far longer than I'd ever care to admit. So I know that feeling all too well, but if you're doing it, just know that it's going to keep getting heavier. It's going to keep getting shittier, stinkier, decaying even more the longer this thing is dead or dying and you continue to try to support it and carry it with you and build it up. It's just going to get shittier and shittier. So, ta-da! I don't know. If there's something that you know you need to let go of, please start that process. Just like cut the thing off, cut the limb off if it's a dead, dying limb. If it's part of you that you know is sickly, address that and get medical attention if you know you need it is also what I am hearing for some of you. I don't know, that's very specific and random, but that is what just came out of my mouth. So, in your subconscious, the Emperor, you have this knowing inside of you that you're meant for more. You're meant to be the one who is the leader, who has, again, the vision, who is steering the ship. You're meant to be the captain. You're not meant to be a pleb. You're not meant to be someone else's lackey. You're meant to be the one who has this vision and this dream. Because you have such beautiful visions and such beautiful dreams. Spirit is really, really, really urging you to please bring those into the 3D because we need them now more than ever. So if there is something that you've been wanting to create, wanting to explore, wanting to share, please do so. Please do so. You're meant to be an emperor. You're meant to be the one running the empire. You know that. Your front end is just catching up with your back end, as Slinky from Toy Story would say. But I think it's finally happening. Advice from Spirit. Be more adventurous. Be more wonder-filled. Be more curious. Open yourself up to excitement and to exploration. Go on a hike. I would say go red rocks. I'm hearing sand. Red sand specifically, but do some sand dunes, do something fun and adventurous and lighthearted and joyful, because I feel like that's going to be kind of the spark, that first step. Everything is going to kind of fall into place when you do that. It's going to be right place at the right time. Meeting people who you wouldn't have otherwise met, people that are very significant and can help you in very significant ways, become part of this team, build this dream, all those good things. Okay, so I'm so sorry I did that. Advice from Spirit. Okay, external energy. Sorry, I got lost in the sauce for just a quick second. 9 of Wands. This is a feeling that people around you are going to be very defensive. They could be very tired. They could be very weary, have lots of like one thing after another kind of energy. Like it's always something is what I'm getting. You could be hearing people say that a lot, or you're finding yourself thinking that when people are talking to you, or you're actually saying that to them. Like, God damn, like it's always something. Literally, like every time I talk to you, every time I look, anytime I talk to anybody, it's like they have this series of things that is just happening, and it's like, God damn. Don't engage in that, because it's just going to bring you down into that vibration, that frequency, whatever you want to call it. That's not a place that you want to be right now. You are Three of Wands energy right now. You are very much forward movement and creating visions and dreaming, like all of these things, like being in your vortex, and then beyond that, coming up with a plan to bring that vortex here, right? You don't need to be bogged down with the extra shit, okay? Including this. So this showing up in your hopes and fears, like if competition is something that you're worried about, or if you find yourself like comparing yourself to people, God damn it, I get that too. Because, again, I am guilty of doing that, comparing your journey to other people's, or they already are doing something that I want to be doing, or I started before them, and they're all of these things, whatever the narrative is. If that's your focus, you're going to see more evidence of it. You're going to get more experiences and more reasons to feel like that and to stay in that. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. I don't want anybody to be feeling like they have to be competitive all the time. Know that it's not about competition. It's about co-creation. It's not about if there are other people in your field who are already doing what you're doing, or there's already people who exist who are doing what you want to do. They're doing it better than you. It doesn't matter. Focus on your gifts and your talents, the skills that you have, because even if a million other people are already doing it, they're not doing it like you. They're not doing it from your point of view, from your experience, from your lens, obviously, because only you can do that. So focus on what you can do and what you are doing, and don't get lost in this fear of like not being able to compete, not being able to keep up, because you don't have to. Outcome for this reading for you guys, kind of for the end of I almost said August, September. You have the Page of Cups. This is very sweet energy. This is an offering of love, whether you're offering it to somebody or you are being offered this. It's a very romantic, it's very innocent, very soft and sweet energy that is being presented to you, for you to embrace, or for you to accept, even if someone is offering their literal love to you and opening up to you and expressing how they feel to you. It's going to be very sweet and it's going to be very genuine, so know that. Alright, let's get our spirit animal deck and see what other messages Spirit has for you. Spirit, speak to me and through me, to the Pisces collective, a general message. Okay, fair enough. This came out, this flipped over, but I didn't take it because I don't typically take flippers, only ones that fall, and it immediately just fell out. It's like, no bitch, I meant what I said. B, it's the energy that you got. We will read about that in a second. I have been using, sorry, I don't mean to put my face in this camera, but I couldn't reach those otherwise. I combined all of my Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks into one kind of obnoxiously huge, I can barely hold deck, but I feel like all of these messages can be relevant any time of year. So instead of using them seasonally as I had been, like I would have been using just the Shawin deck for September, October, and probably November, then switch to Yule in December, you know, that sort of thing. I'm going to be using them all year round, and if they come out with the 4th for summer, I don't know what I will do, but we'll figure that out then. So let's see. Spirit, speak to me and through me, to the Pisces collective. What additional message do we have here? Okay. Healer, and this is from the Shaolin deck. See how that works out? What's meant to come out will come out. All right, let's read about our healer card first. Card number 22. All right, keywords, guide, facilitator. We all come into the human experience with the use of energy and intuition. Among us are those who are called to be healers. They are the wise ones who've made a conscious choice to devote themselves to guiding others on their paths. Healers can be found in all religions and traditions, each with something beautiful and unique to contribute to the collective energy of the world. You may know them as shamans, medicine men and women, priestesses, wise ones, great ones, the list goes on. If you've pulled the gift of healer, know that you are being called to initiate yourself as one of the wise ones. You are meant to be a guide for those who are finding their way, and there are many ways you can do this. As a healer for your family and neighborhood, or through building a community on social media offering wisdom. It doesn't matter how you choose to heal. All that matters is that you do. If you have thought about becoming a healer, this card is a resounding yes. Some healing practices are crystal therapist, Reiki practitioner, tarot reader, psychic doula, death doula, herbalist, and so on. You may have something you've practiced for years, or you may feel called to learn a new skill. Trust your intuition. You can become a facilitator of healing. Creating healing tools such as guided meditations, healing jewelry, candles, and even creating your own oracle deck can provide others with a path to heal themselves. You create the path for others to walk. You are unique and have something to share with the world. Amen to that. Absolutely. I also was going to add, but didn't want to interrupt that message that the book had. But this Four of Swords, if you are having questions about what healing modality you should go into, what medium you should use or try or hone in on, if you have something, again, that you've maybe done before or have done for a long time, meditate on it. Ask Spirit directly, what is my gift? Ask for answers, and then listen when you're being told what they are. All right, B. I think B's are air element. Yes. Whoop. Wait, where's the B? Oh, there it is. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. Yeah, I guess. Okay. The B personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe, and then they sting. When in balance, content, active, vibrant. When out of balance, overworked and annoyed. To bring into balance, a mini vacation. I know I don't have to tell you guys twice. So pack a bag. Go, I would say, be close to some water. Scuba diving, if you have that within your abilities. Even just sitting on the beach, in a pool, at a lake, whatever. I would say take a little one day, whatever. Mini vacay. Alright guys, I love you all so very, very, very much. I hope you enjoy September and all of its beautiful colors and smells and all the things. I love it all so very much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.